Hey y'all, hey, hope all is well with you. I am Leslie of LesAnn Creations. You can call me LesAnn. I will answer because it's still my name. Let's get into today's subject.
All right, y'all. We are getting ready to do something or tell y'all something that I do when I'm working on projects. Um, because a lot of the projects that I work on, it's multiple steps so that I stay focused and complete each step. Because I know one of my recent projects, I didn't finish something because I didn't write it down. Because I use this. It's a to-do list. I got it from the dollar store probably over a year ago. And this stuff on this side, don't pay attention to. We're not talking about that. We're going to talk about this side. So I showed y'all the dress that I am altering. The dress I'm altering is a lot of different things I have to do on it. Now, I initially was planning to put a corset in the dress. And after thinking and really evaluating what would it take to actually corset, which I can still do, I had to think twice. I'm gonna tell you why. Because there is a piece that actually comes around in the front, comes around the neckline, it's still attached, and then it becomes loose at a certain point, like right about here or over here above the bust, and it droops and goes around to the back. And it only attaches at the zipper point. Being that it attaches at the zipper point, if I put a corset in, even if I gave additional length in this piece, it wouldn't hang right. The chances of the corset being cinched too far is a strong possibility. I have already actually taken the dress pretty much apart. At this point in time, I decided to tell you all the things that I had to do in order to make this alteration happen. So instead of giving you the actual explanation and all the things I had to do, I just wanted to let you know there was a lot of steps. And due to the fact there was a lot of steps, it was very important that I listed those steps down because, like I said, in a project prior, I forgot something because I did not list it. It is a good way for me to do checks and balances of what I'm doing, how I'm getting it done, and if I'm still on track. There is different steps that I have to do. And the easiest way to make sure I get everything done, I usually put the person's name up here and then write out what I plan to do. I've already started to work on the pendulum piece or excess fabric that goes around the arm. I am getting ready to actually add, I'm going to add about 8 inches because it's not supposed to be tight on the arm. It's supposed to kind of drape. So I'm going to add 8 inches to the strap. I'll call it a strap. I'm going to add in 4 inch piece. It's not going to be 4 inches. So I'm putting the size that I plan to make the piece underneath the arm, but it's not going to be that wide. Even if I did it that wide, when she comes and tries it on, that's where I'll make the adjustments. And that's going to be way easier to do if I have too big of a piece. I don't want to do it too small. So now think about it. I'm going to do it at 5 inches. 5-inch gusset.
I go ahead and talk out and list all the things that have to be done to complete this project and not forget a step. This is no different than when you have a commercial pattern that tells you starting from 1 and going to 20. It's the same kind of concept in order to make sure I don't forget anything, leave anything out. This is a good way to keep yourself organized and in order for your projects.
All right, so it looks like I got at least 9 things I have to do that I can remember at the current time as I go through the process, as I finish one thing, and then I see something else that really needs to be done. I may not put it on a list. I may actually just get it done. So um, I'll show you the first. This is the part of the strap that I've already cut off. It's much bigger than I need it to be because I actually had to square it up. Now, this is one dress. Now, understand, she ended up with 2 because there was a problem with shipping and everything. So she has 2 other dresses, and which thus makes it easier for me to do the alteration for her. Does not always work this way, but the alteration for her is going to be much easier because she happens to have 2 dresses. But I'm going to tell you, both dresses are not the same. It's the same size, but they're not the same. This pendulum piece, this turns out to be, this piece of fabric is 14 inches wide. The original one for the dress, the original piece on the one that I'm actually altering is this wide. Now it was folded and there's excess, but there's a fold here and here. Even with that fold in there lies still the issue. This piece is still way bigger than the other one. So I have to make this smaller. So you're taking a chance with the variables. If it's the same size, everything should be the same. It shouldn't be any variable between this. So even though I actually fit her in one of the dresses, I decided to use the other dress because I want to use the second dress or the one that I fitted on her as a mock-up because I didn't do any measurements on the actual dress. I usually take a chalk, but sometimes I don't want to do that. The chances of messing it up because the chalk may stain it. So I use that as a guide. So my plan is to make the dress a little bit bigger because once I put the gusset pieces in that are too big, if they're too big, it is easier to go back in because I'm not going to seal it completely. I can go back in and actually lessen it for her much easier because of the seam lines. See, didn't think of that. So that's what we're going to redo. Going to make it fit her and make it look good on her. So these are some things that you probably need to consider when you are planning to purchase a dress for your wedding. Whether it's your wedding or you're purchasing a dress for bridesmaids, you're purchasing bridesmaid dress. Take in consideration that when you purchase, these are the kind of alterations you can have. They don't always fit. And you need to be a little prepared because it can be actually a very costly alteration. Very costly. This one's not going to be as bad because I'm not doing a corset, but still. Think about those things as you make decisions on your planning. So I'm going to get back to it. Hopefully, some of this information is beneficial to you when it comes to purchasing a dress online, boutique, or however, for a wedding, for a bridesmaid, for a formal, it may be less hassle. It may be more expensive. Less hassle to have the dress made from scratch than to get some of these things because you just may be spending twice as much or triple or quadruple, depending on how bad the situation is. So save yourself some money and have it made from the beginning. Hope this helps. Have a good one. Bye.